Hey there YouTube, I'm Killerham, and today I wanted to give you a quick overview of King of the Castle, a game that has turned my Twitch streams into an episode of Game of Thrones. King of the Castle is a party game, and there are two ways to play the game. You can play through the app for a more traditional game night with up to 24 of your friends, or you can join the madness on Twitch, which can handle up to 4,000 concurrent players in a game. But King of the Castle is more than just your run-of-the-mill party game. It's really like a choose-your-own-adventure story mixed with a cooperative kingdom management simulator, where you and your friends get to make all the decisions. And with over 900 unique stories, each with their own twists and turns, no two games are exactly the same. Great, so how does this work? Well, in King of the Castle there are two types of roles, the monarchs and the nobles. Only one player can be the monarch, and the rest are nobles who are split into three competing factions. The nobles are trying to grab the crown for themselves, while the monarch is trying to keep it. Now, the monarch is the one steering the ship. They're dealing with the factions, sometimes choosing which way the story goes, even manipulating the voting process. To win, the monarch needs to outsmart their scheming friends and make the right calls in order to accomplish an ambition to keep the throne. An ambition is basically their own objective, like becoming a saint or conqueror. But there's many ways the monarch can lose the game. If any of the kingdom stats, authority, stability, or treasury fall to zero, they lose. If they get killed in a story, they probably lose. If the kingdom falls to rebellion, the monarch also loses. There's a lot of ways for the monarch to lose. The nobles, on the other hand, also have their own objectives called schemes. If a faction completes 3 schemes before the monarch completes their ambition, then the nobles of that faction win, and the monarch also loses. Now that we understand the roles and how to win, let's get to the meat of the game, the council vote. This usually happens when a story event hits a fork in the road and a decision must be made. All nobles get 1 vote, while the monarch can manipulate the voting process by picking from one of 3 available laws. For example, the monarch might use a veto law to take away one of the options from the nobles that hurts their progress towards their ambition. Then, once the monarch is done scheming, everyone votes and the option with the most votes wins. The winning option then moves the story forward. Often there are consequences to the council's choices that spawn other events, creating a continuing chain of stories, the likes of which you'd expect in a TV drama, albeit with a comedic twist. Occasionally, a council vote will result in a skill check of sorts, where the likelihood of success is dependent upon factions or kingdoms' current stats. Here's a pro tip. Don't try to eradicate a powerful cult uprising if your military score is non-existent. I promise you things won't go well. But no matter what happens, the story keeps moving forward. This is one of my favorite parts of King of the Castle. Failure drives the story forward and is just as interesting and engaging as success. Even if you keep messing up, even if you fail all of your skill checks, the game's still, if not more, entertaining. Earlier I mentioned playing on Twitch. Let me tell you, this game's Twitch integration has been a massive hit with my community. It's turned our streams into an epic interactive story that we play every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's always a ton of fun to see everyone literally become a part of the game. It is important to note here, you do not have to own the game to play as a noble. Only the monarch has to own a copy of the game, but if you do own the game, you can customize your noble and monarch characters with unique looks and outfits and a coat of arms that makes you more recognizable. King of the Castle is a great game and one I would highly recommend, but there's always room for improvement. Some of the required events and starting points could use a bit more variety, but the devs are on it and they're rolling out updates all the time. The next one, coming in only a couple weeks, is going to add new storylines and even let nobles pick their factions, which was a huge request from the community. And they're even adding a pig icon. As Killerham, I've got to say that is a nice addition, and I will be using that icon for my coat of arms. So there you have it. King of the Castle is not just a game, but a community experience, a shared narrative that unfolds with every decision and vote. It's a testament to how games can bring people together and create memorable experiences. If you're looking for a game that's a ton of fun and brings people together, then you should definitely check it out. Make sure to find the game on Steam and come hang out with us on Wednesdays. As always, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe for more gaming content. Catch you next time.